guys. Don't mind the messy background and or the loud laptop if you hear that in the background. But somebody just asked me on Instagram, I think, what my thoughts were of the election or whatever, because it is November 9th, which means it is the day after the polling and the results are in and Donald Trump is the president. I think that's the first time I've said that out loud. Ugh, it's weird. I don't like it at all. I clearly did not vote for Donald Trump. I voted for Hillary. Honestly, in my opinion, I was not very invested in either of the two candidates. After Bernie Sanders got voted out in the primaries, I kind of lost all interest in the election. But I was super into it when the polls were being counted. I think I was following the election on Google, CNN, Fox News, New York Times, and I also was watching the Young Turks, their 14-hour live stream or something of the coverage of the election. And I don't know, sorry. My arm, I feel like my vlogs are always real shaky. But yeah. So I don't know. I wasn't really invested in either of the candidates, but I knew that I didn't want Trump to win. And he has, and that's terrifying. I don't think that it's terrifying that he is the president per se. I think that it's more scary that the Republicans have basically the entire government and there's nobody to oppose them in any sense of the word. I was telling my boyfriend earlier, he's from the UK, and so he doesn't really understand, or maybe he does understand, but it doesn't really affect him that much. So I was telling him earlier that they could pass a bill that says everybody needs to wear a hat on Wednesdays, and it could go through with no opposition because there's no Republicans are the majority in the majority of our government. It's just terrifying. And the things that could be taken away, I was going on some rants on Facebook yesterday, reproductive rights, LGBT rights, minority rights, women's rights, immigration, even things down to food stamps and those kinds of things. I feel like those are all things that Republicans are not about. I don't know. I'm not very political unless it comes to the presidential elections, and then I get really involved, but or really interested. But I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a bandwagoner in that respect, because you should be aware of the issues at all times, which I'm really bad at being. But yeah, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts on the election. I guess it hasn't hit me yet that we have a reality star running our country, a reality star that got his Twitter taken away from him because he clearly cannot handle the openness of that medium, and the fact that he now will be in charge of leading our country and knowing things about the military and government secrets potentially. It's just, it bothers me to my core, but I need to just hope that he's not super terrible, and the fact that it's only 4 years is still in the back of my mind. Just only 4 years. It's only 4 years. It's not oh gosh. But my people in my internship were talking earlier. He seems very impressionable because he doesn't know a lot of things about government, and so I feel like Mike Pence is going to be whispering in his little ear oh, LGBT people shouldn't be married. You should really take that away. And then Trump will be oh yeah, whatever, and just sign off on the bills and it'll pass. And that's what scares me the most. I feel like Mike Pence will try to weasel in there and like, get things done, but like bad things, like things that shouldn't be done. I feel like Mike Pence are gonna be like, get in there. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know down below. Let me know down below something happy that you're doing today, because I feel like we need more of that. Like today. So yeah, let me know what you're doing. I feel like it's gonna be very somber at my internship meeting that I have to go to in about a half hour, because majority of the people that were in or that are in my internship were ranting about it on Facebook yesterday and today, and I saw some of them in person today, and they were just like losing their minds. Like, how could this happen? Like, we're gonna be, in trouble, and like we work a lot with Planned Parenthood, and it's just like, oh, that's probably gonna go away. Like, it's just scary. It's just scary, the unknown, I guess. And like, I don't know. It just bothers me. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the election. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know. I think this is gonna be like, I don't want to say the last time I talk about politics, but no one knows. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a beautiful day, and don't let the election get to you. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying just to not think about it, but that's proving to be a challenge, especially today. But don't let it get to you. It's only 4 years, and just know that there are people out there that love you, and like, especially if you are scared, because of how you identify or your race or religion or things like that, or even just your gender. I mean, literally, if you're a woman, like, you are going to have, like, you should be worried about this too. Like, I find it bizarre that, like, I want to say, my friend in my internship was saying that, like, she saw a poll that 66% of, like, white women voted for Trump. And, like, that's terrifying. Because if you're a woman, you're already, like, going to probably lose your reproductive rights, your rights to abortion, your rights to birth control. Like, already you are being, like, limited on your rights with a Trump presidency. Not to mention the fact that he just thinks it's okay to, like, just grope women in public and, like, just get away with it, or, doesn't respect women in the slightest. But, so that alone just blew my mind to know that that was a statistic, because I definitely didn't vote for him. But anyway, let's not talk about this anymore. Let's go back to talking about makeup and fun stuff. But I just thought I would throw that out there. Anyway, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. It is gorgeous outside, so go outside and appreciate the November weather while you still can. And I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.